Honestly, pretty much at a loss of words. This nation is so divided, it's ridiculous. Everybody sits here and talks about all this shit going on and George Floyd and everything else. It was just, honestly, people are just using it for a reason, just to act out, to do things wrong, to hurt other people and get away with it. They say, oh, well, George Floyd, blah, 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 this, that, and the other, he didn't deserve that. That's fine. He didn't deserve to die for any of his actions, whatever, actually, that's a lie. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who can give me shit for this, and I am not racist by any means. I have friends that are black, and, that I would trust with my life, and vice versa. Unfortunately, George Floyd was a career criminal. It is a proven fact. He held a gun to a pregnant lady's stomach in an aggravated assault charge, which he was locked up for, went to prison for, convicted, guilty of. It doesn't matter if you're white, black, whatever. You could be purple for all I care. But if you're going to hold a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach and be okay with that because you want to score money or drugs, which also was another reason why he was convicted of, was drugs and fucking theft. The man had plenty of charges on his sheet. For you to sit there and say that officer was, a racist and stood on his neck for longer than he should have, which, yes, okay, he did. But for him to say that the reason why he did it was because George Floyd was black, first off, that's not the case. I don't think it is, and there's plenty of other people I'm sure would agree with me. The reason why the officer did that is because George Floyd was a criminal. Most cops do not like criminals. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. If you're a scumbag and you're a criminal, chances are someone who fights to protect people and someone who protects our laws is going to be prejudiced against anybody who is a criminal. Anybody. There's a proven fact. There are more white people shot by cops every day than there are black people. Proven fact number 1. Number 2, there are plenty of white people that are shot by black people every day. But you don't hear about it. Because evidently, because we're white, we can't be judged by the color of our skin. Only black people could be judged by the color of their skin. Only white people could be fucking racist. That's bullshit. Just today, I walked out of my house. I went to go throw something in my garbage. I live in the city. I deal with it every day. I see the same streets. I see the same people. I see the same shit every day. I see plenty of black people killing other black people, and no one says a fucking word about it. Nobody. It's okay, though. It's okay if you do it. But when someone's a criminal and a cop shoots somebody who points a fucking gun at them, the cop's still wrong? How the fuck does that make sense? Wake up, people. There's obviously people got fucking rocks in their fucking head because they like common sense went out the fucking window. I don't know when, but it did. But just today, I walked out to throw something out in my fucking garbage. But because I'm wearing a Blue Lives Matter shirt, because I do support police officers, I don't support police officers that do things wrong or that are dirty or, use police brutality or use their power, to get away with shit just because they can. I don't support that. But I do support the police officers that are out there putting their life on the line every day to save anybody, no matter what color you are. They're out there to save you, to protect you. When your house gets broken into, who the fuck do you call? When your store gets robbed, who the fuck do you call? When you're fucking getting your ass beat in an alleyway somewhere, who the fuck do you call? You call the police, and they come out there and they take care of it. Or say you, God forbid, someone's in an abusive relationship. They're getting their ass beat by their spouse. Who do you call to protect you? Not Santa Claus. You call the fucking cops. They're the ones out there to protect your ass. I don't get it. I really don't. You know, like I said, I went out to put garbage in my can today. I'm wearing a Blue Lives Matter shirt. There were two younger African-American girls that were walking up the sidewalk towards me. Because I was wearing a Blue Lives Matter shirt, they went out of their way to walk across through traffic. Moving cars. To go on the other side of the street because I am a white man with a fucking Blue Lives Matter t-shirt on. And they smirked and gave me dirty ass fucking looks the whole goddamn way. Now, if that's not racism, I don't know what the fuck is. I was being judged by the color of my skin. I'm not black. They were. And they're just as racist as you claim that all of us white people are. How is that okay? You guys want to talk about double standards and being, you know... We had, first off, the largest war in U.S. history. The largest. 600 and something thousand people died fighting on rights for African Americans. Over 300 and something thousand were for the North. They were for you. They were for abolishing slavery. Our president at that time, which was Abraham Lincoln, guess what? He was killed because he wanted to abolish slavery. He was a white man that was for abolishing slavery. That's a white man. There were thousands of white men that fought to stop this, to stop it from happening. But yet you claim that we're all fucking racist. I don't understand it. It's like, you know, and now... Because you see stuff on TV, you want to have shows fucking canceled? Like, what the fuck? Cops has been on fucking TV for years. And you know how many white people I see get knocked the fuck out by a cop? Believe me, I don't care what color your skin is. If you're a fucking criminal, you're a criminal. That's all there is to it. Don't be a criminal and then you don't have to fucking fear it. Don't act stupid and you won't have to fucking worry about it. Just because an officer shoots another person, just because they're black, even though that black person had a gun and had it pointed towards their direction, that officer loses their job, their life, and their family gets fucked for God knows how long, because the officer protected his life and shot at a criminal, no matter what the fuck the color of your skin is, a criminal. Now that officer's fucked. How the fuck does that make sense? I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, it's either their life or yours. And if you're going to be a criminal and you're going to point a gun at a cop, then you deserve to get shot. I'm sorry. If you don't want to get shot and you don't want to die, you don't want to get killed, then don't be stupid. You know, and the other thing is, too, is all this shit about Black Lives Matters. Okay, that's great. You guys are all talking about Black Lives Matter, and you guys are talking about how you're oppressed, and every fucking thing that I've seen has all been African American this, and Black Lives Matters, and Black Lives Matters. It shouldn't be Black Lives Matters. You're fucking American. It should be all lives matter. Unless you're a fucking scumbag, then your life shouldn't fucking matter. You want to be a junkie, you want to be a criminal, you want to rob people, you want to shoot at people and be a scumbag, well then you deserve what you fucking get. But for people to go after an entire race, for You to go after an entire race, which, okay, black people are you know, going after white people and going after cops. You're after a whole race and say that you're oppressed. What the fuck are you oppressed about? What is oppressing you? You have every right that we do. You know what's oppressing? Is me not being able to share things on Facebook because I have to worry about being called a racist because you take everything in such a fucked up manner that anything we say, we're considered racist. Any fucking thing we say, even this video, you're going to sit there and you're going to say, oh, well, he's racist. He's an asshole. Well, that's fine. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I know deep down in my heart, I'm not racist, and I never will be. It should be all lives matter, period. If you're a criminal, you deserve what you got. Don't be a criminal, don't be a scumbag, and you won't have to worry about it. Like I said, there are more white people that are killed by cops every single day. Every year. Look up the statistics. Go educate yourself, please. And I don't want to hear, oh, well, there's more white people than there are black people. Okay, even if there is, then that would mean that, okay, so if 200 white people are killed in one day by cops, and there's 100 black people killed by white cops, it evens out. Somewhere along the line, it evens out. So it's the same amount of, like, you understand what I'm saying? It's not their fault that these people decide to be a criminal. George Floyd was a career criminal. Most of the people that you see in the headlines on this, once you find out their rap sheet, which, first off, everybody blows off and says, oh, well, that had nothing to do with it. No, it had nothing to do with it. Armed robbery. Fucking armed robbery. I'm sorry, but if I was an officer and I knew that this person had already been locked up before for armed robbery and was known for resisting arrest and known for being a tweaker, I would probably make sure I'd want to protect myself too. If it meant that I had to use extra force to, protect myself, then so be it. It means you have to use extra force. Like, granted, okay, yeah, he shouldn't have killed him. But at the same time, shouldn't be called a racist. He didn't kneel on him because he was black. He kneeled on him because he was a fucking criminal. And then, just like all these fucking people that are rioting and breaking into places and going after people, there have been people that have died from these fucking rioters. Innocent lives. People that committed no crimes. All they did was try and protect themselves, protect their businesses. And there are people that are going out of business because of you, because of the rioters, because of the stupidity and the ignorance that is in this world. It's uncalled for. It's unneeded. There's absolutely no reason for it. And there's no justification for doing the things, the heinous acts, the heinous crimes that y'all got away with, first off. There's no reason for it. Like, I can't fathom it. Rioters and looters burned down a house. We had three young kids. What the fuck did they ever do? One survived and two died. That's 2 innocent lives right there. Okay? Innocent lives. Young kids that had the rest of their life to go on. And which, I mean, hey, maybe they might be better off not being in this fucking fucked up ass world. Honestly. I don't understand it. And then there was, on top of that, there was a business owner. He was beaten and stoned to death trying to protect his business because that's his livelihood. That's how he takes care of his family. Don't you have ways of taking care of your family? Wouldn't you protect it? Wouldn't you protect your family? Answer that question. Wouldn't you protect your family? No matter what the cost is, whoever the fuck it is, whatever color they are, it doesn't matter. Color has nothing to do with the bullshit that is going on in this world. Nor does it justify all the innocent killings, all of the fucking brutality, all of the businesses that are destroyed, all the livelihoods that are fucked. We didn't need this. We already had a virus going on. It's already destroying businesses. And now you just fucked them all up. I can't stand it anymore. I really can't. It's disgusting. It makes me sick to my stomach. I'm not saying that, again, I am not racist. I do not, I have no hate in my body towards black people. But my hate is towards ignorance. Scumbags, drug addicts, fucking rioters that think that it's okay to break things and do the shit that they're doing. It's not okay. There's no justification for it. You know, what you guys did to the police station, you stopped firefighters from going to the police, and you tried to stop people from coming out. Tried killing innocent lives again. They weren't the ones who kneeled on that man's neck. They weren't the ones who did whatever it is that you're accusing of, that you're judging other people of. For the same thing that you're doing, the same thing you judge us and accuse us of, you are doing yourself. Hatred is hatred. Racism is just a form of hatred. And if you honestly have that much hatred for anybody that isn't African American, I hate to tell you this, newsflash, you're a fucking racist. Point blank, racist. Like, it makes no fucking sense. It really, really doesn't. The way I look at it is that we're all different. We're all different colors. We all do different things. At the end of the day, we all bleed red. You open up each and every fucking person in this world, they are all the same on the inside. For the most part. But they're all the same. And, we're all American. At least we're all supposed to be. We had a war fought to end slavery. And it was ended. Thousands upon thousands of lives were lost because of that. But those lives meant nothing because they were white lives. They meant nothing. Even though they fought for your freedom. They meant nothing. Just like the firefighters that you try and stop or cut off their water supply going into a burning building because they're white. Or because they're part of, an emergency service system. Their lives don't matter to you. You want to pass the blame off on anybody, try looking good and hard into a fucking mirror. Because you're the ones passing judgment. You're the ones that are quick to accuse and quick to blame. But yet, you won't admit that you're racist yourselves. And to me, anybody I hear that says, oh, Black Lives Matters, to me, that person is a racist. For you to sit there and say that only your race matters and not acknowledge any other race, that right there is textbook racism. For a race to judge another race by the color of its skin, by its gender, by whatever. That judgment, to judge somebody because they're different, is racist. Understand it. Not just this color can be racist. Any color can be racist. And that was proven today to me. Any color. You all need to wake the fuck up. And start thinking. Start realizing that what you're doing is wrong. To change things that have been around for over 100 years. Why? Why erase the past? First off, you erase the past by erasing the past. That means that people don't learn from the past. That's how we learn. That's how we learn to move on and to do something different, to go a different way. By changing that proves nothing. All it proves is that you're still, you yourself are racist. That's it. That's all it proves. Other than that, it proves nothing else. You know, and then on top of that, here's one for you. There was years that went by that there was segregation. And you, as the African American community, fought like hell to get rid of segregation. But here we find ourselves repeating history by you, the African American race, forcing segregation. You force segregation. You are the ones that want to be divided. As a nation, together we stand, divided we fall. Keep those words, keep them in your head, learn them, do whatever you got to do, write them on a fucking, on your wall. I don't give two shits what you do. But remember that. As of right now, as we're all divided, if something, God forbid, another country were to fucking come in, we would all be fucked. Because everybody's going to be fighting each other. They'd be too worried about fighting each other. Meanwhile, you know, fuck it. It's okay. Like, makes no fucking sense. It makes none. I can't stand it. Again, I am not racist. I am not racist. And for anybody that goes to edit this video to try and change my words, well, you go fuck yourself. And I'll say that and say it loud and proud. You go fuck yourself. Because I don't care. All lives matter. Remember that. Even people who are necessarily not great people, their life still matters. Maybe their life still has a purpose. Who knows? But all lives matter. But if you are going to go and be a criminal, you choose to be a criminal. Well, one of those things that comes with that is having the possibility of being put into prison. The possibility of being shot. The possibility of having your ass beat by a police officer. Those are things that you chose, you wanted. You want. Obviously, you want to be a criminal, then you want those things to happen to you. So if you don't want those things to happen to you, don't be a criminal. It's simple. It's easy. Again, I got to a point where I'm just so tired of hearing about it now that I had to say something. I love all my friends and all my family, and, you know, God willing, I'm there to help any of them, any given moment. I've always have been. Every time someone's called me, I've helped. I don't give a fuck what color they are, because it doesn't make any difference to me. I don't judge people by their color. I judge people by their character. You're a scumbag, then I want nothing to do with you. If you're a genuine good person, be an asshole, but if you're genuinely a good person, then I have no problem being friends with you. But like I said, we're all different. We're all different colors. We all bleed red, and we are all American. And together we stand, divided we fall. We all need to stand together. We all need to rise up. We all need to be together. If we can't be together, then history repeats itself. Back to segregation, back to division, back to being separated from one another. That's no way to live. That's no way to teach your kids. That's no way to teach people these. It makes no sense. We fought so hard for that not to happen. But again, you're forcing it to happen. You are. You're forcing it to happen. You know, I see the streets. I see what goes on. I hear about shootings every day. Every day, but not a single one of them makes it on the news. And you know why? Because it was a black person that shot a black person. That's why. That is 100% fact. Doesn't make the news because it was a black person on black person. But I guarantee you, if it had been gangs and a white man who was in that gang and shot a black person in another gang, all hell would break loose. Oh, he's racist, that and the other, blah, blah, blah. No. No. You need to understand is that when shit like that happens, it's not because of race. It has nothing to do with it. I mean, unless you're a fucking skinhead or something like that, which, again, I don't agree with that either. That's not okay. Either side, I don't agree with either side, to be honest with you. But, you know, most of the time, it has to do with, oh, well, he's slinging dope on my street. And that's how gang war happens. Not because they're different colors. It has nothing to do with it. Like I said, black people killing black people all the time. I live in the city. I hear it. I hear gunshots happen all the time. I do. I'm from Philly, so I know how it's like there too. Ain't any different. All cities are fucking same. Y'all need to start standing together and stand next to your fellow man, your fellow woman, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like I said, you could be black, white, yellow, purple, fucking rainbow color. You could be whatever color you want. You could be a guy, a girl. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I have friends that are gay. I have friends that are black. I have friends that are Chinese. I have friends that are Spanish. I have friends that are in all different, everything. They're all kinds of different shit. And I don't have a single problem with not one of them. Not one. My problem is that for you to state that all white people are racist and to treat it that way, and now we have all these, you know, Black Lives Matters movements everywhere, it's bullshit. I'm sorry. For you to sit there and state that, you know, that you're rioting and looting and killing and everything else and senselessness is justifiable by one man's death. Now remember, there's already 4 innocent lives that I've already told you about that were affected because of this. 4 innocent lives. They died. Like, that's it. You just, somehow, that one man's death justifies all that. Justifies killing of kids and store owners and people trying to protect their family. It justifies that. Oh, how about this one? There was also an officer, he put 30 years of his life, 30 years of his life on the line, serving the people, was shot. And he won't have a funeral, a parade, a horse drawn. He won't have none of that. But guess what, people? He was also African American, and he was shot because he was a brother in blue. That right there is ridiculous. For someone to put their entire life on the line for everybody else, to be selflessness for the greater good, to help people, to be there for people, and not be given the respect that person deserves, is ridiculous. Not all cops are bad. They're not. You know, I'm not saying that all of them are good either. But yes, of course, you have a couple out there that, unfortunately, yeah, they can be racist, or, you know, they may have a problem, whatever. But I'm going to state this as a fact. Most cops, most officers are going to be prejudiced towards a criminal, especially one who is a career criminal. They're going to be more on alert. They're going to be maybe not so nice the 3rd, 4th, and 5th time around. First time is one thing, but then they go and do it again and again and again. Obviously, you didn't learn your lesson. You have no respect for the people around you. You have no respect for law. You know, what is it going to take for you to be happy to stop this, to stop the senselessness? Is it going to take for you to be above the law? Because honestly, that's bullshit. Laws were set in place for a reason. Like Minneapolis, where all this is happening, they're trying to disband the police department. Are you out of your fucking mind? Like, okay, let's disband the police department. So who the fuck do you call when you're getting your face pounded in? Who do you call when your car just got stolen? Oh, well, we're going to send it to a council and they could discuss. Well, okay, you could do that, but that means there's no justifying that, oh, hey, your kid was just killed. There's no justification because guess what? There's nobody there to catch the stupid prick who did it in the first place. Who caused the crime? Who did that? What is wrong with you? Wake the fuck up. Please, just wake up. Stand together, unite as one nation. Not divided is so stupid. I can't. You know, from here, like at this point, I'm pretty much at a loss for words. There's nothing else I could say. But it had to be said. You need to wake up. You need to stop. There's no reason for killing people and looting and rioting and doing the things that you're doing. I get it. You're hurt. Everybody's hurt. After going through all this COVID stuff and Corona and everything, we didn't need anything else to happen. Everybody was already on edge. Which is probably why everybody overreacted about everything that's going on. Granted, yes, what the officer did was not right. He should not have been on his neck as long as he was. But if you read the police report and the autopsy and everything else, the man had a list of previous crimes, a list of theft, a list of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and the assault with a deadly weapon was against a pregnant woman. I'm sorry, but if someone were to point a gun at my spouse's stomach and she was pregnant, you won't make it out my door. Not gonna happen. I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you are. It ain't right. It ain't right. I would, me personally, I would not be happy with that person. I would not be okay with that person. I would probably myself feel just as pissed off or agitated or angry at that person because of the heinous act that that person committed. And again, has nothing to do with the color of your skin. Nothing. And for all these African Americans out there that try and state that cops are out to get you, that's a crock of shit. Because it is a proven fact there are more white people that are shot by cops every year. Proven fact. You know what's even funnier is there are more black people shot by black people than there are black people shot by cops. Did you know that? That's a fun fact. Educate yourselves. Learn. Stop being idiots. Take the rocks, stomp them out your ears, do whatever you gotta do. Spray the fucking hose nozzle in your ear, whatever. Clean your brain and make it work again. Because obviously what y'all are doing is ridiculous. The fact that you could justify the death, the killing, the innocent lives that were murdered, and all the other shit that you've done, the fact that you could even justify that by the death of one man who, again, career criminal, and was most likely probably judged by that than the color of his skin. But you can't look past that, oh, well, he was black, that's why they did it. No, fuck. Doesn't matter what color your skin is. If you're a criminal, you're a criminal. Most cops don't like criminals. It's a fact. It is what it is. You're not going to be happy to see a criminal, are you? No. Just like I wouldn't be happy to see the person who fucking stole shit out of my yard. Believe me, if I saw the person stole shit out of my yard, they'd probably get their ass kicked, and I don't give a shit what color they are. You could be fucking, you could look like goddamn Barney for all I give a shit. You steal shit out of my yard, you get your ass kicked. Don't matter. Like I said, color of skin makes no difference. Color of skin has nothing to do with it. You want to act like a criminal, you want to be a criminal, you want to act like a scumbag, that's on you. Only you. Nobody else. You. You want to point a gun at a cop, that's on you. You get shot because you do that. That is on you. Your fault. Not the cop's fault. Your fault. Common fucking sense, people. Start using it. Not hard. All lives matter. Plain and simple. You want to be a scumbag? You want to be ignorant? That's on you. But all lives matter. All lives have a purpose. Some way, somehow. All lives matter. Not black lives matter. Not white lives matter. I don't hear no bullshit about white privilege. Because guess what? Me even saying what I'm saying, I'll guarantee you I'll catch shit for it. I'll guarantee you people will post all kinds of shit and comments and everything else. I'll guarantee it. Again, I am not racist. I have never once said that I hate black people or any other kind of color or skin. No. I know it. I know that someone's going to say something. I know for a fact they are. But the fact of the matter is it because for some reason or another, you're white, whatever you say, you're not allowed to say anymore. You can't say things. You can't say what's on your mind. I can't say my opinion. You know what that is? That's my freedom of speech. Something, I guess, being white, we're not allowed to have anymore. So how the hell are you going to claim white privilege when we can't even have freedom of speech? When we can't say and do things because we have to worry about being judged by black people. For you to say that, oh, well, you've never been judged, that's bullshit. Because I have. And there are plenty of other white people out there that have too. And all the people and all the officers that you are claiming are so bad and such bad people. Because that's judgment too. And that's racism. You're judging an entire community, an entire race, an entire entity by the color of their skin, by the jobs that they do, whatever the case. For you to judge, that is racism. It doesn't matter. Color has nothing to do with it. Stop trying to say that it does. Because the people that sit there and say, oh, Black Lives Matter, and oh, well, you have white privilege, and this, that, and the other. Those are the people that deep down inside, you hate white people. That makes you racist. But you won't admit to being racist. You never will. And that's sad. It is what it is. You want to be racist? That's fine. You want to be divided from everybody else? Then go ahead. Divide yourself. Let's just fucking repeat history. Let's go back to segregation. Y'all have your side, we'll have ours. Fuck it. Whatever. Like, if that's what is that what it needs? Is that what needs to happen? Like, for you to try and be above the law and do whatever it is that you want to do, well, I hate to tell you this. Laws are put in place for a reason. Everybody, when I say everybody, that means everybody of every color has to abide by those laws. Now, granted, yeah, there are some people that get away with it, like rich people that have tons of money, and they can just do whatever the fuck they want and pay off things. Okay, that's fine. But see, the thing is there are good people and there are bad people that do that. You know, I mean, honestly, the people that do that are rich and do it, are generally, they're all bad people. But, again, Doesn't matter what color the skin is. Pablo Escobar, he fucking built his own prison that he served time in. Guess what? He was Spanish, not white. Point blank, right there. There's a fact for you. Like, come on. Stop the hate. Stop the stupidity. Stop the ignorance. Stop the racism. Stand together. And be American. Be proud to be American. Not divide yourselves. All I could say is, hopefully history doesn't repeat itself. Hopefully we all get our heads out of our asses and everybody gets their head out of their ass and is able to actually comprehend and make sense of things and actually learn from their mistakes and not, do stupid, ignorant things and start riots and bullshit over something that happens on a regular basis, but because it happened to be a white cop committing a crime, all of a sudden it's made into this big fucking stink about it. If it were a black cop killing a black person, you guys would still be equally as fucking mad about it because it's a cop. Even though those cops are there to protect your life. Everybody's life. Whether you're black, brown, white, whatever. They're there to protect you. Like I said, some aren't all great, but most of them are. And to come after people that are emergency service personnel is pretty ridiculous. Those are the people that are there to help you, to save your life, to save your children's life, to save your grandmother's life, to save whoever. When you call 911, you want those people to be there. So why go after those people? Why fight the people that you need? Why? What do you get out of it? Nothing. You go to fight you go after those people, they're not going to show up when your house is on fire and your 4-month-old baby's stuck upstairs. Or your grandmother's stuck in her bedroom and can't get out. Well, guess what? Them firefighters, you keep cutting their water lines on, guess what? They're not going to want to go in the building anymore. And then your family member's not going to be around anymore because of your stupidity. Or like the people stopping trucks on the highways and robbing the shit out of them. Now, here's one for you. What if your grandmother was, had cancer or was diabetic and needed insulin? What if that truck was carrying that medication that she desperately needed? But you want to be a dumbass and go rob trucks and you say, "Oh, rob trucks, let's stop them. Let's riot, let's do this." Well, because you agree with that, say somebody went off and stopped that truck that had the medication on there. And now, your grandmother in the next state over, she can't get her medication. And that's because you, being a dumbass, decided to go and rob the trucks that had it. And now there's none left. So now your grandmother just passed away because of your stupidity. How does that make any sense? You're hurting innocent lives by doing what you're doing. Why? Can anybody answer that? No, but I'm sure there'll be 100 fucking comments about how I'm an asshole and this, that, and the other. And I'm sure there will be. But no one will answer any of the questions I asked. Nobody will. And God, I hope you do. Pull your head out of your ass. Be an American. Believe in your country and your fellow man. Give people a chance before being quick to assume that they're, out to get you or they're a piece of shit. And be nice to your emergency personnel. Those people are there to save your lives. Stop trying to end theirs because you have a stick up your ass. Those people there are there to help you. Use common sense. Wake up and use common fucking sense. That's all I got to say. God bless all of yous. Remember, we all bleed red. United we stand, divided we fall. And all lives matter. Thanks.